I may be blind, but it don't mean I can't see everything. Huh. She moved with a shuffle, hands gnarled like deformed willow branches, and dry silver hair desperately trying to dreadlock itself, but it was far too thin. They called her Grace in the Mountains. She was the mountain, and the air, and the land, and they were her. She sniffed, inhaled deeply, and pulled her shawl close around her wilted shoulders. How many people be in this room? The president responded. There are just 3 of us, me, my daughter, and her husband. She inhaled again. I smell that lie. Huh. She cut her cataract-scarred eyes to the left. Like I told ya, my eyes ain't no good, but I can smell and I can hear. So, don't take me for no fool, huh? She raised a finger in the direction of a man in a dark suit who thought he was invisible to her. That one there is hearing tiny little voices in his ear. The president watched as the agent touched his earpiece and shrugged. I didn't mean to insult you. Nah, I know you didn't. You just can't help yourself. I smell it in you. You got the rot. Dad, we don't have to do this, the daughter said. That right, you don't, the old lady echoed. But that ain't why you brought me here. Huh, all the way from my mountain home. Y'all came and took me. We didn't take you, the president said. We compelled you to come to serve your country. Now what would an old woman like me be doing for y'all? She sucked her teeth. In all my 150 years, no one so important call on me. You say you're 150, the son-in-law asked. You don't believe me, she laughed. That quite fine. You got the rot, too. I reckon. She walked up to him, a rooted tree that shouldn't move so, and breathed in deep, her breath like mothballs upon exhalation. Then she raised her hand and rested it softly upon his Michael Kors suit. Next, she turned to the daughter. Dear one, even with no eyes, I can see you a beauty. She touched her withered fingers to the supple flesh of the daughter's arm. So beautiful. Both of you. So in love. It is important that you are here, the president said. You see, You are sick. You dying. Death is easy to smell. He liked to be bold. Huh. Yes, he admitted. I heard about you, or rather your legend, from my good friend Ralph Polk, who is a representative from your state. Do you know him? She laughed and shook her head. What you do here don't amount to much for us. Life keeps moving while y'all trifle about nothing. We don't know that man, nor has he ever come to our part of the mountains. We'd know it. His route would reach my nose first. In any event, the president said dismissively, he said you can help people who are beyond doctors. Are you beyond a doctor, sir? She narrowed her dead eyes. What be your affliction? You mean can I lay my hands on you? Fix you? Yes, my heart and my veins. It's getting worse, and they say there is nothing that can be done to stop it. Everyone dies, she said. That a fact no one escape. And you want me to intercede on your behalf with Father Time and death themselves? Huh. I am so close to changing this country back to the way it used to be. This is the one chance to make sure power is restored fully to, his voice trailed off. But she picked it up. For rich white folks? Huh. Like those bastard coal men who killed most of my kinfolk. For the first time, desperation etched his voice. I can't die. You have to understand. If it is your time, who am I to stop it? I ain't gonna dare get on Father Time bad side. You don't want to be there. I seen it firsthand. She turned away. I need to go home now. I is done here. No, you're not. The president snapped. I'm the president. I will not die. You will do what I tell you to do. Everyone does. She turned back around to him. Do they now? Huh. Everything comes with a price. But I suspect you know all about that kind of bargain making. You want a diamond on a coal miner's dime? Huh. The president was not stupid. What do you want? Nothing for me. I have but 2 questions, and I will think about it. Go ahead, I'll answer them. No, not you. The old woman turned to the daughter. She got an honest heart. Let her answer the questions. The daughter cast a nervous glance at her father. She understood the expression on his face. Give an answer so that the old hag does what I want. I will try. What is it? Is there enough food in this country? Y'all all smell fat. Like you ain't never missed a meal. Is there enough food for everybody? Are you asking is there enough food for everyone in the country? I did not stutter, was her reply. Are there stores with too much food on the shelves? I suppose so, the daughter replied. That is answer number 1. My second question, and my condition to help, is that you must give food to everyone who is hungry. Right away. No reason not to. There is plenty, and it must happen every week, not one time. She looked at her father, unsure of what to say. He nodded and mouthed the words, just say yes. Yes, we can make that happen, replied the daughter. How fast can that happen? The old woman asked. The president interrupted. We answered your questions. There is enough food, and we will give it to anyone who is hungry. Now, can we get on with this? Time is running out. Very well, the old woman said. Sit down. He sat down in his fancy leather chair behind his desk. Without any help, she navigated to him, walking slowly, yet sure of every step of her calloused, naked feet. Then she was next to him, a tree weeping to fall over. She leaned in close, her wrinkled and thin face next to his fat, swollen, ruddy one. You are rotten deep, like an old tree. Can we get on with it? He asked as he felt her hands on his chest. If you lie and let the rot speak, Father Time and death be coming for all y'all sooner rather than later. Only if you lie to me, that is. Now is not the time to lie. She closed her eyes. Feel my hands take your ailments. Let go and feel my touch while I tells you a story. Is it part of the healing? He asked impatiently. Yes, it is very important. 'Tis also very important that you fulfill your end of the bargain and give all hungry people all the food they will ever need, without fail, without interruption, without end. That is my price. Yes, I'll do it. He agreed. There is a legend in the mountains about the rattlesnake and bear. A great flood come to the mountain, and the snake was sure to drown. He asked the bear to take him across the river to safety on the high ground, but the bear was scared. You are a rattlesnake. You will bite me and I will get sick or die. The snake promised not to bite him. The snake said, I will die if I bite you because you cannot take me to safety. I will not bite you. The bear believed the snake and coiled him around his neck and began to ford the rapids. It was dangerous, but they made it. He rolled his eyes. I have heard 100 different versions of that story. Scorpion, dog, raccoon, whatever. She continued. As they left the water, the bear reached to help the snake down only to be bitten deep into his neck. The president laughed. See, told you so. However, the snake's fangs were not long enough to penetrate the thick fur, and the bear bit the snake clean in half and threw it into the river. The bear went on his way and had his lovely life. That's the story? That's not how it goes? The rattlesnake bites the bear, and the bear dies because the snake bit him because it was his nature. The president said, What's the point of it if you can't tell the story right? She didn't answer him, however. Your ailments no longer be in your body. You will not die from it. Thank you, he said. I feel great. Now, I would like to hear you give the order to feed the people. You are the president. He hesitated. Well, I have to make some preparations for that. It is very complicated. I can't just order it done. Yes, you can. You are the president. He motioned for the security detail to get her. Please show her out of the Oval Office. Make sure she gets home safely. You promised, she said. Are you the rattlesnake? Am I the bear? One of the security leaders took her by the arm. Look, thank you for helping your country and telling that dumb story. It wasn't even right. You touch my flesh, sir. You have the rot, too. You should get y'all affairs in order by day's end. I'd recommend a rosewood casket to your wife. The officer let go of her quickly. I'm not superstitious, you crazy old bat. I don't believe in that, like death is a person. Huh, he believes in you. Can't y'all hear his bones rattling? Like a snake, maybe. She reached quickly and patted his hand kindly. The rot makes one do all sorts of things. But death be not who you should worry about just yet. Father Time brings the suffering, the pain, tears to your widow, tears to your mother, even when yo daddy passed just last month. The room fell silent. Mr. President, may I step out? He was rattled and shaking. Fine, said the president, and watched the officer leave and shut the heavy, ornate garish gold leaf door. You gave him quite the fright. I'm going to fire him tomorrow. No cowards work for me. So trifling. Huh, it'd be okay, she said. I knew what your nature be the second I smelt you. Rattlesnake, to be sure. I took your ailments, that is true. I can't take the rot. So it really don't much matter what you ask for. She turned to the daughter and son-in-law. Love is pain, didn't y'all know? Taking an old woman from her mountain for this nonsense? Father Time be comin' for both y'all soon. Y'all too have ailments inside your own bodies. And you, sir, have the rot deep like him. She gestured to the president, who had a dumbfounded look upon his face as everything was unspooling like yarn. Father Time comes first with the suffering. Then death comes to collect the debts. She turned to face the president. You smell different, sir. You smell like despair. She will die in less than a year from a heart like yours. And her husband will pass away from a broken heart minutes after she dies. Their children will be orphans. The daughter gasped. The son-in-law held her close for comfort. That is a lie, the president sneered. You are a fraud. You're the rotten one. His words meant nothing to her. They are lost. No salvation from our mighty Lord. Nothing can save them, or you, from the slow misery of their deaths. I am ready to go home now. Bear to rattlesnake, rattlesnake to bear. Daddy, wait. The daughter grabbed his arm. I'm not okay with this. She faced the old woman. What does he have to do to stop this? Stop what? The president said. This is all fake. It's not real. The son-in-law finally spoke up. Then why did you move heaven and earth to bring her here? The only way to undo what has been done is your father must ask me to put his ailments back and let nature take its course, the old woman said. The daughter and son-in-law merely looked upon the president with apprehension. What? He finally uttered. I can't. Look, there is only one of me. I'm the president, damn it. Me. I'm not falling for any of this. But I'm your daughter. Why are you going to take that chance? I read the intel on this woman. It's totally true. Yeah, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. I don't care. I have other children, sweetheart, no offense, and grandchildren. But there is only one of me. The daughter burst into tears, and her husband helped her from the room. So emotional, that one. You are still willing to sacrifice them? He did not answer. You are a rattlesnake. Get her out of here, will you? The president ordered. I am ready to go home now. And I warn you, do not seek me out again. The mountain does not take kindly to those with the rot. He watched as the security detail escorted her from the room, but they were all careful not to touch her. He sighed and sat in the silence for many minutes, just contemplating what had just transpired. It was nuts. What was he thinking? Then he picked up the phone to his chief of staff. "Hey, I want you to go out to those Indians in North Dakota. Find one of their medicine men or gurus. I'm sure one of those people can fix all this.